So in this project, and the second is 1 millimeter. Go to surface. So with the help of Smart Dimension tool, this here is of 40 millimeters, and distance between these two is 10 millimeters. So first reference, zoom So 5 millimeters. Okay. So with the help of line tool, zoom in and draw a line like this. Then horizontal line like this. Vertical till here. A horizontal like this. Then a vertical till here. Then a horizontal till here. Then a vertical till here. Then a horizontal till here. And a vertical till here. And horizontal to close the sketch. So Smart Dimension tool. This one here is 8 millimeters. So 8 and then enter. And this one here is 3 millimeters. And distance between this horizontal line to this one is 25 millimeters. And between this and this, it's 7.5 millimeters. What's left now is the distance between these two is 8.5.
So this is our back feature, and the distance between these two is 15 millimeters. So 15 is already there, so just press enter, and as you can see, this is fully defined now. And go to features, revolve boss base, and in the axis of revolution, select this line. And as you can see the preview, and with all the default parameters, just click on the screen check mark. And as you can see, this is done. And to apply material, so right click on material, then edit material, and this would be cast carbon steel. So cast carbon steel, apply, then close. And as you can see in this isometric view, cast carbon steel is applied to it. Now let's proceed to the other part. So in this, we're going to learn how to create assembly of the turbine blades and the casing we created in earlier videos. So let's get started. So first we have to do is open a new document, an assembly document. So click on assembly, then on OK, or you can also double click assembly. So this is the assembly environment, and as you can see, this begin assembly property manager is coming, and also this open dialog box. So here you have to select one by one the parts which you have to assemble. So the first part you're going to select is the one you'll be fixing in the plane. So for us, that would be the casing. So select the casing first, then open it. Then you can place it anywhere and it's gonna fix to the origin. So this casing is fixed and it's not gonna move. And to add our other part, So go to insert components. So insert components and then select our other part, then open it as you can see, then place it anywhere. You can place it anywhere in the window. Then so to assemble these components, what we have to do is click on Mate tool, then select the components one by one. So click on this shaft first, then rotate and select this cylindrical cut. And as you can see, it has already picked concentric. So click this green check mark, then zoom out and do this on the other side as well. So shaft first, then the cylindrical cut on the back side, then click the green check mark. Then what we have to do is we will apply the width mate, and for that first we have to close the mate property manager because we need to select both the sides of this shaft, both the faces on each side or the end faces. So click on mate again, then go to advanced, then click on width mate, then in the first select these two. So rotate and select this face, then the other face, then in the second one select this face and rotate and zoom in, then select this face, then zoom out, and as you can see it's it is like it's fit properly now. Then click on this cross to exit the mate property manager, and you can see this is assembled now. And as you can see the isometric view of our assembly. And one more thing we could do is we can apply motion to this blade and we can see how it moves. So go to motion study for it, then click on motor. This is the motor property managers and we have to tell where the motor location is. So for that select the shaft, and as you can see this arrow is coming, so it's the rotation direction. Then specify the speed here, so 100 rpm is the default one, then constant speed, then click the green check mark. And to play this, just click on this play button, and as you can see, let's put this in isometric view. As you can see, this blade is rotating now. So thank you for watching and see you in our other videos. Thank you.